Hello, everybody. Hello. We're just getting everybody initiated into this live session tonight. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my legacy house where everything starts at home. I'm very excited to be with you guys tonight. Very excited. Hi, everybody. I see everybody's filing in. Just waiting for Lorenzo. Okay, who is this? Okay, so. Hey, what's up? Keiko Beauty, what's going on? Hey, Cheryl, good to see you guys. Just waiting for Lorenzo. Hey, Veronica. Very excited to have you guys in. I'm so glad to see my mentors and my mentees, everybody coming in. Lovely. Hey. We're just waiting for Lorenzo for our little weekly check-in with each other, since we don't live near each other. I'm just waiting for him to come on. Don't know what's happening, but if he doesn't come on, I'm just gonna roll through. If you guys could do me a favor and just send this live to somebody you think could benefit from the information that we're going to be sharing tonight, or to my Legacy House LA in general. I'm very excited to have everybody in, to see my mentors, to see my mentees, to see some of our donors. I'm super excited. So because Lorenzo may be running late, I think he was working today. So, and he's in IT and he runs about 3 businesses. So, entrepreneurship. If you don't know, let me say. So while we're getting everybody who's filing in, I just want to kind of intro a little bit today. We are going to be talking, this is our second week of the Quality Queens Initiative and the Whole Warriors Collaborative. Those are our men's and women's e-mentorship, life skills, and empowerment programs. And we are this is the life skills portion of that, of those programs. We're really pushing holistic mental health. So we love therapy. I love therapy. But when there is more than just therapy. And so when individuals come to us and they need therapy, we definitely refer out to our mental health provider network so that they can, maintain their privacy and get the help that they need. And then they come back, or they're doing it simultaneously, and they get these life skills, they get the mentorship, they get the fellowship, they get the support that they need. And so that's what I love about my Legacy House and our curriculum and what we are building and growing. Hey, Kim. So really quick, today we're talking about money management. And so I thought it was only right to tap into some of our resources in the community to provide you guys with opportunities for employment, to get that money managing up, right? So we do have the organization Child 360. It is here in Los Angeles. I think it used to be called either LA Up or First Five, or a combination of the two. I'm sure one of the representatives will correct me, but I'm here to just give you guys information. And so right now they are definitely hiring, and they are providing opportunities for individuals who want to get into the early childhood education space. Oh, there's Lorenzo. I'm gonna get you in here as soon as I finish this plug. So if you're passionate about helping and teaching children during their most critical and earliest years, Child 360 is offering a workforce development program that provides high quality training for substitute teachers in the early childhood education field. So to begin the program, substitute teachers will receive placement training to help keep children safe and engaged. And then once in the classroom, the substitutes will have access to regular check-ins with a substitute supervisor, free online courses, an interactive substitute learning community, and a career track advisement. And so we're definitely just spreading that word. So if you want to learn more about becoming involved in terms of professionally with early childhood education, then definitely go visit Child 360 sub360, or you can just DM us job or child 360 and we'll send you that information that you need. Lorenzo is here, so I'm going to get him into. Lorenzo, if you could just request yourself and to get into the live. Hey, Lorenzo. Need you to request, sir. I can't get you in unless you request, so I really want you in here. Where are you? Okay. Now. See if he can get in, if he can get in now. Because I hate to start a live without him being able to say, hey to y'all, he's our executive director. That wouldn't be right. Right? Hey, Lindsay. Hey, everybody. If you guys are just joining in the chat, please share this with somebody in your network, in your sphere of influence, so that everybody can get these goods. Just waiting for Lorenzo to pop in. I sent you the invitation, Lorenzo. Come on in, sir. Come on in. Hey, Diego. We're going to be getting our mentors who are on for tonight in just a little bit. I want to get Lorenzo in here because he's 50% of what keeps this thing in motion. And we'd be remiss if we didn't get. Okay, so it says he's unable to join. I'm not sure why he's unable. So we're just going to keep on moving forward. And Lorenzo, if you can get in, you can. Oh.
Hey, I'm over here trying to do it on my Mac. I'm trying to do it on my Mac. I'm trying
first
to do it on
mistake.
my iPad.
Lorenzo, 1, stop hollering. 2.
Oh, sorry.
This is a smartphone application. And so it's probably going to be much more feasible for you to do it on a smartphone instead of a laptop. But no judgment. How was your week and your weekend?
My weekend was great. I just kind of chilled. I went to a little wedding reception on Saturday, and then yesterday I went to Benihana's. I took my little cousins over to Benihana's, and we all had a great time yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was actually good for them.
Okay. Hold on. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what just happened. I hope that wasn't the storm related. I know y'all can probably still see me, but it's not as. Okay, so while I'm trying to fix myself, Lorenzo, what happened this week that you were proud of or that was positive?
Well, let me see. I closed out my week very well, personally and professionally. I felt like I got a number of things, completed last week, that I set out to do, let me say that.
Okay.
I've been doing a number of things behind the scene with my legacy house, which I'm very excited. Also just trying to prepare for tonight. I'm looking forward to, hearing this amazing topic of money management.
Okay, so what could you, sorry, go ahead. I cut you off. I'm sorry, sir.
No. And as you know, I love money. As we all do.
That's fair.
I enjoy working hard because when you work hard, there's a financial reward that comes with it. And I think that's important, to know. As we continue to, motivate our mentees with some amazing mentors we have, I'm excited to see what they're going to take away with this.
Absolutely. Epic as usual. I love it. So what could you improve upon? What's your improvement opportunity this week?
This week, I really, 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 really want to do my best with time management. 8 hours, 10 hours, really, truly, is just not enough time. And I really got to maximize on people around me, my consultants that work for me, my staff on my day job. I really have to put more trust and faith in them. I try to take on everything on my own, but I really got to try to delegate more. Last week, Thursday, I spent 3.5 hours driving down to Palm Springs, worked until 1 o'clock in the morning, back up at 3 in the morning. I worked from 3 to 11 and got back on the road to drive back to LA. I
Ooh,
was beat. I was
that's
beat.
rough. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. But had I been smart, I probably would have delegated that project out more instead of trying to take it all on by myself.
Understandable. I think we all, are guilty of that sometimes. But at
Right.
least you're aware of it, and that's where it starts. Hey, Ty.
Yes,
Hey,
and
Rockett. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to my legacy house.
hey
Okay.
Todd. Hey Rockett, I see
Well,
you
we're
guys.
going to jump into our session tonight, Lorenzo. Tonight we have Kim, we have Rockett, and we have Diego. Now,
Diego, right?
I do believe Kim is also working, so she'll be hopping in as soon as she's available.
Okay.
But I'm going to get the fellas in here, and we're going to start talking about money, one of your
Come
favorite
on.
things.
Money, money, money. All right, thank you. I look forward to listening to you guys. Thanks, Brit.
No
Love you.
problem. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let's get. Oh no, everybody, the gang's all here. Listen, the gang's all here. I love that. I'm trying to get everybody in. Oh, hey, Rockett.
What's going on? Hey, they didn't even let me know.
What'd you say?
They didn't even let me know that you accepted. I'm up here looking at what I got today. How you doing?
Don't worry, it's all right. Listen. Hey, Kim.
Hey,
What's up? What's
what's up,
up?
Rocket?
How you doing?
Good.
How everybody
All
feeling on
right.
this
Hey,
Monday?
ZP. Hey, Joni. What's going on, my
Drip.
folks? We're big drip. We're waiting for Diego. I already accepted, so I think there he
What
is.
up, Diego?
Hi, Diego.
Hi,
I'm really liking your
Diego.
mustache.
You
It's
know, got to keep it on point.
bad.
It's
Okay.
really mannish.
Okay.
What you trying to say?
Hey, I'm just saying
I
okay.
can't grow a mustache like that.
Always? Ain't it always?
Well, you know what? We're gonna jump right into it. I like to start off asking everybody. We're gonna start with Kim. How was your week?
Take a sip. My week was good. I worked and I actually created, this is like gonna sound crazy, but I created a new filing system for my paperwork.
Oh my God. In case y'all don't know, Kim is the queen
And
of
I'm like
organization.
super excited. I bought like a new file cabinet and I put everything in there so I know where everything is. And I was just like, yay. So that's what I did.
Your proud moment.
I
I love it.
I went to go see my main man, Dave Chappelle, and I loved it at the Hollywood Bowl. So that was good too. Had a fun week.
Nice. That sounds like a fun week. That's awesome.
It
What about an
was.
improvement opportunity?
Oh. Um, so you know me, Brit. I faulted a little bit. I feel like I can learn how to deliver my expression of feelings a little better
Okay.
to
Okay.
other people. Yeah, I can work on my delivery and
Okay.
not always have to apologize.
Oh yeah. No. We don't apologize for feelings.
The delivery of how I'm feeling.
Okay, we can apologize for those. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
I'm okay with that.
yeah. Yeah.
Hello,
Mhm.
everybody coming into the chat. That's fair. That's complete. That's very authentic, Kim. I appreciate that. But you always authentic. Rockett.
Yes,
Rockett.
yes, yes. How you doing?
See, Rockett. Can you give
Mm.
us? Can you give us a proud moment this week, or a positive
Um,
moment that you had this week?
so I had this tournament this weekend for this three on
Okay.
three Red Bull thing. We did good. We didn't end up winning all the money. We came in second, but I'm proud of myself. I had a great weekend. I played so many games, and I feel like I'm getting in shape again. Might have to go back overseas.
Oh, good.
That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like I'm getting in shape. Like it's better.
Shit, I'm done with those.
I might have to
That
go
is
back and play
hilarious.
one more year. Try it out. See how I'm
I'm gonna
feeling.
need you.
Hey, you
I'm gonna
can
need
do
you.
it. Make it happen. Make it happen, right?
I'm not gonna
That's
push
how.
for that. Okay, I know how knees can be set up,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
just gonna protect my friends.
Listen,
Welcome
I was
everybody to
out
the
there on the
chat.
cement too. Like, whoo, and I'm
Oh
holding up.
no.
Rocket, I'm gonna say you know better. So let's go ahead and get your opportunity for improvement. What's your opportunity for improvement? Please say the
All right,
concrete.
so so my improvement, I think, is time management. I need to really dig into the to some of the projects that I have that I've started up on my own and really get back to putting more effort towards it and really digging in. I feel like that's what I can improve on because I have been
Okay,
just
okay. And I
relaxing.
don't want to leave anybody. Say it again.
I said I have just been chilling. Like, it seems like every time I go to start trying to do some work, I get sleepy and I just take me a nice nap. You know, when you're older, naps.
There's ways around that.
Okay,
Listen,
that is
I'm
hilarious.
trying to.
I don't want to leave anybody in the chat out. So we have a lot of people that came in. Joni says drip squad. That's absolutely correct, Joni. Ty says
Mm-hmm.
yes, filing system. Lindsay says that's big. She needs to work on that too. And I think that was the delivery of feelings. Let me know if I'm wrong, Lindsay, but I think that's what it was. Veronica says delivery. Yes, Kim. And then Veronica says, get in shape, Rock. Don't encourage him. I'm just kidding. All right, Diego.
Yo, what's up, you guys?
So what's your
Hey.
proud moment this
Yeah,
week?
yeah.
This week, well, as you know, Brit, I'm moving, so I finally started packing up everything. My closet, my under sink. You know, I'm making strides. I'm making strides. You know, not at the pace that I would like to,
Okay.
but you know, very much like Rockett. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to relax. But it's coming along little by little. Moving day is, creeping up closer and closer every day. So, I'm trying to get it in when I can.
Well,
Make some.
congratulations on that amazing accomplishment.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Kim
So
over
then,
there,
your
Kim over
moment
there
for
looking
improvement.
like
What?
Kim over there looking like, oh, I got some ideas. I can help you get your packing right.
That's all.
I got a
You know,
schedule. I
it's
got a
rolling
schedule.
up in here.
I got a schedule
You,
for you if you
for
need me
you
to help
too.
you.
For both of y'all.
Y'all are cutting up already.
Shit, I already
We're
see
gonna
you.
get that
I
together.
got something to
So
send you something
Diego,
after this, Rocket.
Yeah.
Diego, what is a moment? What is opportunity for improvement for you?
You know what? Time management. I think time management, not only with the moving situation, but also making time for myself, making
Mm-hmm.
time to invest in myself, to invest your decisions, to and time for my mind, to be a little selfish with myself.
Okay. And that's fair. So Veronica says day by day and box by box, Diego.
There you go. There you go.
Lindsay says, any volunteers to
Bye.
help Diego pack? You know what? I got stuff to do. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I won't be able to
I
help,
can
but I'll be able
write
to come.
down on a piece of paper like what you should do, but my
Right,
back.
right.
The way my knees are
Okay.
set up after this weekend,
My back
Diego.
is a little out.
Oh,
Sorry, Diego. You
oh
got
that
it,
is
bro. You got it.
that's a
Oh,
Diego.
see, you
Hey,
got
it
it.
looks like a
See,
good filing system for me. Looks good enough for me.
it's the
Telling you.
unpacking that's gonna
Ooh-wee.
get you.
Okay. Ooh-wee. So I've already gone over our job announcements or job opportunities this that came across my desk this week. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump right into our topic for the week, which is money management. So I want to ask the chat, everybody in the chat, I want to know who's good with money. Tell me you're good with money without telling me you're good with money. In the comments, I want you to describe your relationship with money, and we'll wait. But I will ask one of you guys, how is you guys' relationship with money? I feel like I know Kim's answer, but that's not fair to the group. So Kim.
I don't love money, right? But I know that it's important. I feel like I know how to use it to my advantage though.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like I definitely don't hate it, but I know that it's important and I know how to manage how to properly manage it. I feel like I do. I know how to properly manage the money.
Okay, Rockett, what about you? Your
Wait,
relationship
wait.
with
When you
money.
say you don't love money, explain what you mean by you don't love money. I feel like
I
I'm the
don't I
same
don't
way.
love it because I feel
I just
like
feel
the
like
love of money is what gets people in trouble.
okay,
I
so
know that it's important and I know that I need it and I know how to earn it. But I can't say that I love it.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Now we have a PS. Lovely says her relationship could be better, but she's making strides to have a better relationship with her money. And that's all we can really ask for. That's really all we can ask for. Let me see. Lorenzo says, Kim, you love money.
He loves money. He just said
Right.
that.
Right. Right.
Don't be trying to project on me, Lorenzo.
Diego, how is your relationship with money?
Um, I'm working on it. I didn't always have money. Money wasn't always something that was easily attainable for me. It was more of a dream growing up. So now that I have money, I'm learning how to manage it. I'm learning how to tell myself, just because you work hard doesn't mean that you deserve every single thing you want, you know?
Ooh.
Just because you work for something doesn't mean you deserve something materialistic, you know? I'm learning how to keep that little kid inside me that didn't always have money from like reaching out and trying to get everything. So it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, but we're slowly but surely getting there.
Okay. Okay. So now, and that's extremely deliberate and I also say self-aware of you. You know what I mean? And open and vulnerable about that. Veronica says she's learning the difference between checking and savings. is there a
Because the
difference?
way my savings is set up, the
Right.
checking, the
Right.
transfer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shut
Checking
up.
is always boosting it up. Raina says, whew, she loves money. Sis is over here needing help. She says she likes to occasionally spend hers like a drug dealer. Come on. Drug dealers
Right now.
spend money? I don't know.
Drug dealer
Okay.
transactions? Man.
Right, right. Okay, so I asked that because I think everybody has a relationship with money relative to how they have relationships with people. A lot of our behaviors are learned. They're picked up, by our peers, by our parents, by the people who nurtured us. And so it's always nice to kind of get that ground, like the ground zero of where we think our relationships with money are. So I want to point out 5 money management styles, and I want everybody in the chat, and I want you guys to kind of think in your head which one of these or which few of these you may be most closely tied to. So we have spenders, savers, conscientious managers, amassers, and risk takers. You want me to read that again? Okay. Spenders, savers, conscientious managers, amassers, and risk takers.
I know
Do you
what I
guys want
am.
to?
I know what I am.
Do you,
Mm-hmm.
Diego? You have your answer locked in.
Yeah, it's hard, but
All
yeah.
right, Diego. Which one do you think you are?
I'm a little bit of all of them except for money savers. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. And I won't ask you why. I won't ask you why because I want to make sure when we get into the nuts and bolts, I'll see if you want to change if you change your answers.
all right.
Kim, which one are you, or which few are you?
I'm going to be a mix between saver and conscientious manager.
Okay. Okay. Rock.
I'm saver and a mix of a massier. Amassier? That's how you say it?
Amasser.
A masser.
An
A
amasser.
masser.
That's
Okay. All right. So let's talk about. Wait. Okay. So Randa says, wait. What do they all mean, though? I know the obvious ones. We're going to get into that. I just want to know. I like to know, like, basic, before you guys have information, what you think about what the titles are, because common sense does play a part, but sometimes there are nuances in the categories. And so I just kind of like to get, stir the pot a little bit after you guys think you know who you are. Hey, Ralph, Tweet Talk Podcast. I'm actually going to plug you in a little bit later on in the show,
What
but
up?
I'm
What
so
up?
glad you're here. So glad you're here.
Hey.
So let's talk about spenders. let's talk about spenders. Those individuals tend to get carried away by instant gratification in life. Ooh. I think some people are going to get triggered. Okay, so Tweet Talk podcast says that he just got here and he missed the categories. So really quickly, the categories are spenders, savers, conscientious managers, amassers, and risk takers. All right. Righteous Neighbor says common sense ain't that common. Say that. Okay. So back to it. Spenders get carried away by instant gratification in life. They feel compelled to spend easily. We already got some people in the chat triggered already. I see it. They're compulsive shoppers. They believe that shopping is therapy. Ooh.
Retail
They
therapy.
buy what's not needed. They buy what's not needed. And they have lots of credit cards that are maxed out and overdue bills.
Nah.
Nah? Nobody?
Nah.
I used to listen. It's crazy. I felt like I went through all of these phases, like throughout my growing up phase. Like I went through all of these phases, and now I'm where I'm at. But for sure, I used to feel like this when I didn't have anything growing up, and I started to get some money. Oh yeah, I need instant. I need to have a shirt. I need to have a hat. I need to have some shoes to show for what I'm
That's
doing.
normal. That's
You need it
normal.
right now, huh?
What? Let me get this. Let me like, oh, I made this money. Let me go ahead and buy this. So, because when it's gone, at least I got these jeans to show for it.
It's a memory.
At least I got these jeans to show for it. I'm about to look nice
Hey,
when I step
where's
out.
the lie?
Right.
Man, I had
So
to.
Miss Lovely says, yes, because a sale always makes me feel better. So she's in that retail therapy. I've been there too, sis. I've been there too. Tia says,
That's Veronica. I'm sorry, I just had to tell her that real quick.
I'm going to call Veronica out. Tia says she's a conscientious manager because as soon as you save, ish happens and you have to go into your savings. So you have to exercise much of these options. And then Righteous Neighbor says overdue. You got overdue bills? No judgment, but I mean, Randa says, oh man, I'm gonna hold my tongue on the spender, but I can be impulsive at times. And then Tia says, good point, Rockett. You go through phases. And then Tweet Talk says, is there a spender that tells themselves they're a saver category?
Yes.
I think everybody.
Yes.
That's Diego.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
I wonder
Randa
how
says,
that
it's the
conversation
instant
goes.
gratification for me.
How did that
Let me
conversation
tell you how
go?
it
Like,
goes. Let me
I'm
tell you how
buy
it
right
goes.
now
Go
because
ahead,
it's gonna
Diego.
save me time later.
No, kind of. So the way that conversation goes is I'm gonna drop a bill here, That way I don't have to drop a bill next week when that rent money is due. So by spending it now, I'm gonna have it later for other things. So
Wait,
you're
because I feel like
spending,
that's a
Oh,
whole
What?
thing.
so
you
you're
spend before
spending
you
this
get.
week and saving next
Saving
week.
later. Boom. You might
You
have started
doubling up.
something.
Oh,
There you
You
go.
might
Lord
have
That's
started
what
mercy.
he's
something.
saying.
All right, Raina, come on,
Lord.
Raina.
I
So
get where
Ray,
he gets
so
caught up at.
You get that, Rocket? You understand that?
No, I definitely understand it because I have bought something that was on sale that I needed. I felt like I needed right then, and I was like, I'm gonna get
felt
that
like you
back, and I'm gonna put an extra on top of that because I did spend it this week when I didn't have it, so I'm gonna double up and save.
Okay.
Look at see that.
so
Okay.
No,
so
okay.
Tess
Okay. I get it.
Tess says that she's a conscientious I can't say the word, conscientious
That's a
manager.
hard word to say.
Okay, and it's polysyllabic. Righteous Neighbor says money is not the problem, it's balance. Okay, somebody's preaching. Tweet Talk says gotta look good on that bus.
Oh,
Listen,
you're messed up, man.
Not the bus,
when
Ralph.
you
You're messed up.
when you see me hop off that train and you see the
Hey,
the
he
fourth
fresh
one
though.
hit the
He
ground
fresh. That
first.
boy looking good.
Wait. Tia Georgina says, I sometimes think I'm helping the economy, so just treat myself.
Yeah,
Wait, that might be it.
adding
And
weight
then
to the dollar.
Ralph says, that's some serious stretching, Diego.
Listen,
Sometimes depends on the week. Depends on the week and the month.
Absolutely. Okay, so Righteous Neighbor gives some good advice. He goes, you should have minimum 3 months rent under your belt before you should be in this conversation. That's
I
true,
know
but
that
everybody's
now.
not there maybe, and so we're gonna have it anyway. They could come back to it when they got the 3 months rent. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Hmm.
That's what I'm gonna go with. So so okay, so let's get into what the savers are, because I feel like it's gonna be like the absolute opposite of the spenders. So the savers are financially stable. This is probably Righteous Neighbor. So savers are financially stable. Pride is attached to how much they can earn and manage. Their focus is on safety and security. They tend to be organized. They save to ensure for their future, and they're frugal and thrifty. And they are like line by line on their budget because they prefer living on a budget. And these are the couponers.
Okay, so I feel like I'm in that category. I'm not a couponer.
Okay.
I'm not frugal. I don't feel like I am, but I do budget. What's the one about pride?
So you
Having
take, so
pride?
your pride is attached to how much you can earn and manage.
Manage, yeah, but not necessarily like earn.
Mhm.
I don't know. Even though, I'd be out here in the streets,
You do. Not
you
the
know,
regular.
like, oh, I'm working over here. I'm working, not in the streets like that, y'all.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying like,
Yeah.
yeah, working
Right.
a legitimate job.
Wait, Ralph,
But
sorry, go ahead.
but yeah, I feel like those are some good traits for a saver outside of the couponing. I don't think I've ever used a coupon. Actually, I take that back. I'm thinking of like grocery store, bringing them to the
Yeah, I was
grocery
about to
store type couponing, but actually I do use coupons when I shop, like for clothes and stuff. If I have a 30% off or something, I
She's like,
will
I
use
dropped that
that.
coupon at Macy's.
Yeah, right,
See?
right.
On those one-day
See,
sales? Come on.
and I wasn't thinking about that type of couponing, but I do actually coupon, but not like at the grocery store. Like,
Okay.
your mom used to tell you to cut up them coupons and let's go.
My
I
mama never
don't,
did that, but I think some people
my
did.
mama did.
I used to
I
have
used
to
to have to
cut up
cut up all the
coupons. Oh
coupons, and
my
I think
God.
that's where I got them from. Got
You
that
know what?
mentality
Fun
from.
fact and full disclosure, I tried couponing one day and I didn't understand. I think the math was tricky for me. And so two of my coworkers like got together and they're like super like hobbyist couponers, and they gave me step-by-step instructions. I felt so embarrassed going into it. Was the Target. It was
That's a lot
Target.
of work. That's a lot of
They
work.
did the work for me because I couldn't count, I couldn't like add up, I couldn't divide the right things. I was carrying the X and not the 2. And so
I
they were
was
like,
picking
okay,
up the
go
wrong
to
stuff.
Target. I
The
wasn't even getting the wrong
coupons
stuff.
have the
I
picture.
was
The coupons that have the picture of the stuff, and I would get something like it, but not the exact ones. And be like, I got the coupon for this. What are you
Rockett.
talking about? Nah, I don't even want y'all playing. What? So this don't work no more or something? I used to be. I was like, I'm over it. I don't even want to, because I'm like, they
Yeah,
say
the
Tide.
system.
They say Tide. I go get Tide Sport, but it's Tide. So I'm like, okay, get the Lay's. I get how many bags of chips? I want all of them. Let me use. No, not those ones. Don't fall in that. Yeah, forget it. I don't want no coupon. I'm gonna just pay for
So
it.
Ralph
Forget it.
says 3 months rent. Ralph says 3 months
Yeah.
rent. He says Righteous Neighbor wants everybody to leave the live. Okay, I'm trying to bring people in. He's trying to push everybody out. Veronica says frugalness is my last name. Righteous Neighbor says
Yes.
never used a coupon in my life. Tess says not a couponer, but I love budgeting. Kara says not me by a long shot. She starts laughing. And then Joni says, I think you described the entire Taurus sign. Welcome new people.
Budgeting is like so important though. It's so important. Like I have like a Excel document with everything that I pay, what I expend, all of my bills, everything that my cards are attached to for monthly or yearly subscriptions. Like it's very important that you allow yourself allowance and stick to that. This is the money that I can just go and blow, do whatever I want to do with it. Everything else is like budgeted line by line. And the more you do it, the more you realize every time you get paid, oh, I can go pull out this 200 and everything in there is going to be accounted
Okay.
for, So it when it comes to actually having a budget, y'all, is very important that we do and that we stay on track and that you give yourself allowance. Like definitely give yourself allowance and you can do whatever you want to do with that money. Tell yourself that.
That's good. That's good. You know what? I'm gonna work on that because I'm gonna say, just in full transparency, that's not me. And I need it to be me, like with the quickness. So I'm just going to the chat because I want to make sure everybody is included in this conversation. Joni says the only reason we used to get the Sunday paper was for coupons. Okay, Righteous Neighbor says he works 7 days a week, 8 to 4. He spends what he wants. He just wants big things, so he doesn't sweat the small things. And he studied economics and was a business major, certified from LSU as an accountant. Hey, right on, brother. Russell. Hey, look, you can comment all you want. 3 months. You said 3 months rent. And Ralph said, she said coupons are ghetto with an E. Come on, I didn't say that.
Ghetto with an E.
So yeah, so that's good. Everybody, I love that you guys are commenting. I love this. So now that we know what a saver is and we know what a spender is,
I don't know if I can be considered a saver. Like I'm not organized when it comes to that, but okay. I do save majority. I just look at it as whatever I make, save majority of. And the rest is to take care of everything else you need. And it's not really budgeted to a T. Like, it's just I make sure I have enough for whatever's needed. And I don't even know what that number is. It's just save more than I spend. And then we see what happens from there.
That's a good.
I think that's pretty good baseline.
More than you spend that's where you start.
Frugalness, though, but no, I don't do that. I'm not frugal with money, but now I don't even fit a lot of clothes that I be wanting to buy that I see. They don't never have my size. So now I have to create my own clothing line and just start making my own clothes.
There you go.
My own stuff.
That's a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have.
Then you'll generate money.
Yeah.
You generate money.
Like now it's like everything I go to do, I try to do and make money behind it. A lot of stuff that I go to do is like, all right, I'm doing this, make some money behind it. Why not? I'm going to be at the gym.
As well.
Why not?
Let me go ahead and make some money training. I'm going to be out. Anytime I'm going out to any type of event or something like that, am I getting paid for this? Like I'm an artist or something. Am I getting paid for this? All right, I'm not.
No, you're a business. You're a business.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till we get down to the road when we
That's our master in here.
Okay, when we get to our entrepreneurship portion down the line in this program, I love that because if you like doing it, might as well make money doing it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the conscientious manager, shall we?
Right there. Right there.
And so you guys are going to start to see. All right. You're going to start to see how these start to overlap a little bit. Okay?
Come on, filing cabinet.
Okay. So the conscientious manager, for security, they hang on to every penny. They have money worries, and it causes them anxiety, and it amounts to them not being any fun. They stash a lot of cash for emergencies. They do like living on a budget. They live by coupons, and they prefer sales on necessities. So that's that extra coupon stuff. They live well below their means, though, and they keep a well-balanced checkbook.
So I still balance my checkbook. And so one of the things I think is important is, what was the second one?
The money worries cause anxiety.
So worries and anxiety. So when I was in college, I missed a payment on my Dell card. I bought a computer with the Dell card, right? I missed the payment, and there's several people back in my college life that can attest to this. I must have cried for the rest of the day, only because I knew it was going to damage my credit, which it did. And it dropped my credit score, and I was always so proud that I was making it, and I was doing it on the little stipend that, SC was giving us. And I was okay, I got it. I missed that payment. I forgot to pay it. And it hit, I used to just check my bank account every day. And I would check my credit, and it just like dropped from that one missed payment. And I was like so hurt, like, oh my God, like how can I do that? This is gonna ruin the rest of my credit forever. And I just thought that way, but that's not the case. But I literally like had anxiety. There was a point where my credit card was like almost maxed out,
Mm-hmm.
and I was still paying my bill every month, like the minimum, but I was so stressed out. And I don't know, like it literally, this was when I was probably transitioning when I graduated, and then I was overseas, and I was getting paid, but it was coming to my account, my American account, right? And then, but I was still spending with my card over there, but it literally caused me anxiety.
You were going through it. Righteous
And
Neighbor says
I was
fear.
going through it. I was going through it. For real.
Righteous Neighbor says fear and money don't mix. And I think that's a healthy statement. That's a healthy statement
Yeah,
because
it is.
we should be cautious, but we should not be afraid at all.
That's why I said when I said all these topics, I felt like I was part of that for a long time. Because when I was in college, I got my first credit card, and I hate owing. I hate owing people, owing money. I hate that. I didn't know how to use that credit card, and when that bad boy, I cut that up, paid that off, never got a credit card until maybe like 4 years ago. I just really was just like, okay, I'm overseas. Everything is cash based. If I don't have the cash, I don't want it. If I can't pay you up front all the way, I'm not buying it. So it took me a while before I was like, I'm not scared of money now. I know how to use it. I know how to save it. I know how to earn it, and then I can move forward. So then that's why I'm like, where I'm at now.
And you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
I always say that money is a tool, and so you wouldn't sit around here and be afraid of a chainsaw, right? With it just sitting there, or with what it can do, or what it can destroy, or what have you. But if you know how to use it, then you will probably benefit from having it and using it. So it's important to keep things in perspective that money is a tool. And so it's not to be held on to. You need it to survive, but you're not supposed to be a miser, like Righteous Neighbor says. And he also says that if you're afraid, you won't invest in yourself. And I think that's a true statement as well. That's a true statement as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna squeeze this real
afraid
quick.
is like a different fear and afraid. I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of difference between what I described versus like being fearful and afraid. I don't know. Would you say that? Anybody in the chat?
I mean,
I was just more so.
I don't think you were describing fear. I think you were describing anxiety and having a picture in your head and wanting to make sure that the thing that you were proud of in terms of being fiscally responsible was at risk of tumbling down. So I don't think it was so much fear or just blatant fear of being afraid, but I do think it was a source of anxiety for you because what you had built was in jeopardy, or so you thought.
Yeah, that's legit. But I feel like it's the phases, like Rockett said, like we go through phases with it, and like now the way I treat credit is like completely, different than how I used to with just paying the minimum balance, which is a recipe for a very long time to be paying somebody off.
Yeah.
So we gotta, definitely focus on that, which I do now. So I've definitely grown in that sense.
And that's what we're here for, right? We're here to grow. And so being a conscientious manager may have a little bit of holes in its theory in terms of if people think that they either subscribe to that mindset or are part of that mindset.
I want to touch on that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I feel like there's two different conscientious managers. There's, for example, we have the Kims, right, who have an Excel spreadsheet of everything they spend, who allocate funds to certain things to be able to have certain things, And then there's the conscientious manager, the dumb Diego, the young Diego, and I'll tell you what that means. So there's been times when my bank account has hit that zero, like a long time ago. There's been times where my bank account has hit that negative. So where I'm going with this is conscientiously, I know how much I have, but then the manager in me like just goes out the window. And I tell myself, all right, these $100 are going to be good to go because you still have those $200 for X, Y, and Z. But then that $100 turns into 150.
Mm-hmm.
And then that 150 turns into 15 more dollars over here. But your balance that you want to hold on to is still intact. But that leeway that you're giving yourself is minimizing more and more and more to the point where you can't spend anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have unforeseen charges coming in left and right. And now you're like, damn, now I don't have any more money, you know? So as that, I don't know if I'm getting my point across, but you're conscientious about how much you're spending, how much you have, and how much you need at the end of the day. But somewhere in the middle, something goes awry.
And you
Something
become a
goes wrong,
spender. And you
and you
become a
become a
spender.
spender.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So it's easy to go into the spender when in your head you have a strong mentality, you have everything allocated, when in reality that's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tia
Okay.
says she guesses she's more of a mix of these types versus a conscientious manager because she definitely doesn't live. She definitely lives beneath her means, but she's frugal in the right areas.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So you guys ready to
Yeah.
hear what these masters are?
Yeah, let's hear it. Because I'm like, at first I was like, man, I might have to renege and go back on what I'm still some of all of these. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at
And
right
that's
now.
fine. And that's okay. Nobody,
Mm-hmm.
listen, we're all on a spectrum. There's no like 100%. I mean, if you're 100% of any of these, I think that it's like, wait a minute, what's going on? So are you guys ready for the masters?
Let's get it.
Chat room, y'all ready for the masters? All right. So the masters have a high drive and energy to earn money. They have a high drive and energy to learn money. Okay, I think I'm getting a correction. I don't live beneath you. Tia, you say you don't live beneath your means. I think you do. I don't think you live above. Like, I don't think you like spend above
I
what
would bet
you
you
earn.
lives below.
Yeah, I think you
You don't live
below.
below.
Okay, so here we go with your masters. A high drive and energy to earn money. They're willing to work and they take pride in their accomplishments. Okay, Tia says she lives within her means. Yeah, so you don't spend more than you make.
Mm-hmm.
So they're willing to work and they take pride in their accomplishments. These are the masters, y'all. They're natural achievers. Spending money to them equates with symbolizing their achievements. They like luxury and appearance is important to them. They overestimate how much they can earn, but they underestimate.
Did
Oh, easy.
he go down?
Down goes Diego.
Back.
Oh,
He's
he
good.
looking like
He's
he
good.
look like Wilder over there.
Righteous
Wilder
neighbor
over
says,
there.
Shh. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about righteous neighbor right here. He's in the master. Do I need to start over? High drive and energy to earn money. They're willing to work and they take pride in their accomplishments. They are a natural achiever. Spending money for them is symbolic of their achievement. They like luxury and appearance is important to them. They overestimate how much they can earn, but they underestimate how much they spend. They see it, they like it, they buy it, regardless of the cost. Oh, now
You
look,
see me?
everybody
I'm
wants
like,
to
Is
be a
that
master.
you? That's you, Rockett?
Wait,
no,
everybody
it's
wants to be the
not.
master
It's
now.
not.
Huh?
No, because when she said like I'm like, nah, I don't. I feel like if anything, I may
But see, that
underestimate what I'm
mindset
going to
is
make.
overestimating how much you can earn.
That's the mindset.
I don't know. See,
Wait, somebody said, okay, wait. Okay, so Liz says she feels attacked. Raina says, oh, come through. This is me, a master. I found my home. And then righteous neighbor says, except he fixed the flaws of the master as he came up. Well, I'm sure he did. He studied money and the movement thereof. And then Liz says, she said luxury, and I was like, oops, she's talking about me. Come through, Ariana Grande quote. That is hilarious. That is, and I will say that the master is probably the most attractive of them all. You know, minus the I mean, I'm sure everybody just cut themselves out of the part where I said they overestimate how much they can earn and they underestimate how much they can spend.
Do we think there's like gender differences? Because I feel
I think
like most
Yes.
men would say that they are amassers and spenders, probably.
I think that if they subscribe, I think that if whichever gender subscribes to like social, what we come to know as social norms or social expectations of the gender identities and expressions,
Yeah.
I don't really think that it's a gender thing so much as a personality and a
Okay. No, I
situation.
just posed the question. Like, do we think that, most men are prone to one versus women, but that would be in the construct of social norms. So I
I
just
feel
wanted
like
to
I
ask.
feel like it
Yeah.
would be what the want is, not just generic want over need, but specifically what the want is.
Okay. Like, so you basically, it matters what they want to spend money on.
Yes, because for
Okay.
example, like frugal to me might be something different. Might mean something totally different from what frugal to you, Brit, means. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? For example, for me, being frugal is not spending on myself because I feel bad when I spend or indulge on myself. But when I indulge others, when I spend on others, I feel fulfilled.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I feel like it depends on what the want is.
I,
Yeah.
I wear a size 13, bro.
Yeah.
I got you,
Righteous
man. I got you.
stupid.
Can't
Righteous
look at
neighbor
it.
says goals are specific to the individual. Absolutely. And so thereby
Yeah.
values being specific to the individual. It's a great point.
So could
Okay.
so real
Yeah.
quick, could my because when I was listening to you saying, you said you overestimate your earnings and underestimate your spending. Could it be I underestimate my earnings and overestimate my spending?
Then you'll probably be a saver at that point.
Because that's why I said I'm saving, and then that's why I was like, because when I hear something, it's like, well, I don't really just get crazy and I'm over into so many luxury things. I'm like how Diego says, I spend on things there's certain things that I would like to spend on and that I would spend more on, and other things I don't. I've never
Mhm.
been a brand name chaser or this or that. And I just was like, so I'm like, I don't really find myself spending on a lot of outside stuff. It's more so on household, family, something that's going to build me up, or my brand, or the things that I'm into.
Something you value.
Yeah. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah, your values. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for me, like spending, I spend on travel. I spend on eating out, eating
yeah.
at fine dining restaurants. Yeah, like I think we all have our thing
Mm-hmm.
that we spend on and that we place value in that brings um pleasure to us. So yeah, I feel
Absolutely.
you on that, Rocket. Like everybody has their thing, and if it's your thing, it's your thing, and that's
Mm-hmm.
allow yourself that.
Mm-hmm. And I think generally we're all spending on the experience. We're spending on the
Mm-hmm.
experience
Yeah.
of how something makes us feel, and then how we are motivated then moving forward to either repeat that action or to change it. And
Mhm.
so, so I think that's important to keep in mind too. It's going to be subjective. There is no one size fits all. If there
Mm-mm.
was, we wouldn't be able to talk about it
But yeah, I do agree
because
with
it
you,
would just
Diego.
be.
I'm more of a giver too. Like that makes me feel better when I'm doing for others.
Yep,
I feel like that. So I
Hmm.
me
feel
too.
like,
So Raina says she saves, but she definitely spends too. But she doesn't let her bank account drop below a certain amount. That's her cap and regulator because that amount will then rise as she saves. And then Righteous Neighbor says he spends to amass more ability to spend. I think that's what yeah, there is a
mm-hmm.
recipe, he says.
I
So
want to know
make
more
more,
about
spend
that
more.
recipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, righteous
Okay.
neighbor.
Okay. So now we
I
got
mean,
one
if you
more.
mismanage $5, you're gonna mismanage $5,000. Like that's
Period.
just yeah.
Period. That's
So
a scale up method. Like if you can't manage a singular entity, you cannot manage one that is, you know, plentiful. So it's
No.
definitely something to build upon as opposed to just lump on yourself. And so I think that's good to keep in mind too. So y'all ready for this risk taker?
Risk
This
Yeah.
risk taker.
Yeah, I'm out.
Wait, Liz says she tapped
She
out.
said, I'm
Liz
out.
says, all you givers can give to me. I love shoes, clothes, and fine dining.
Listen.
And Righteous Neighbor says we must learn to manage thought first. Absolutely. You gotta control your mind before you control anything else. Before you can
Yes,
manage
yep,
anything else.
yes.
We don't
That's the
have
truth.
control over much.
And I felt
So
like
the
the
risk
better I
takers.
got at that, better I got at understanding that, and the patience that I had, I started to be able to, like, I really talk to myself and be like, when I'm online shopping and I'm seeing something like, oh, I gotta get this, and I'm like, do I need it right now? I don't know if I really need it right now. It's still hot out
Yeah.
there. I ain't gonna be wearing
Mm-hmm.
no sweats
Ask some
anytime
questions.
soon. I'm like, I ain't gonna be wearing no sweats anytime soon. It's still summer, but it's a good price. But you know, I might be
Mm-hmm.
able to find it cheaper. Let me just wait a little bit. And next thing
Mm-hmm.
you know, there I go. If it's something that still stays on my mind, if it's something that I wanted in the beginning of the month, and then 2 weeks later, I still want it, I'm like, okay, you know what? I might give it another week. If I'm like, nah, I'm cool, I'll be like, yes, I saved me some money because I for sure was gonna buy it. Or I go back and they be like, oh, it's sold out. Yes, that means I wasn't supposed to have it.
Or you can work on
Yeah.
saving for it. You
No,
can start putting money
it ain't.
away.
It's not that I can't get it. It's just I think like, do I need it right now? Do I need it? Is it something that
So
I
you know
want? Something
what?
that I need? Like,
You're operating in the realm of minimalism.
mm-hmm,
And although you might not be a minimalist, and I've actually been on this like 3-year journey to becoming a minimalist, but asking yourself questions like, do I need this? What is it for? Does it bring me joy? What is it going to do for me in 5 years? Like those are the kind of questions that if you start to ask yourself more and more, I think you prevent from that what do you call that spending where you guilt trip type. What do you call it? Like
guilt
guilty,
tripping or
you
Guilty
feel guilty
conscience.
for buying something
yeah.
that
Buyer's
you didn't
remorse.
need. Buyer's remorse, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm right
So
there
yeah,
too.
where you
My
can,
my
Mm-hmm.
mom my
I'm right
mom
there too.
burnt that into me. My mom used to buy stuff
Mm-hmm.
and keep the receipts because this stuff is going back. For sure it's going back. My mom used to be like, oh, what? You know, it's going back. Oh, today's Sunday, Easter Sunday. Oh, yeah, you better keep that tag on there. This is going back. I'm like, all right. Oh, man, yeah.
So Tia
But
Georgina
but
says, if
yeah,
it's the last one, I will get it. If there's more, I will come back for it.
mm-hmm.
It's like the scarcity
mm,
model. You make people think that it's the last one, it's exclusive, and then they're gonna be like,
right.
"Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it." It's a trick of psychology.
And then they empty the warehouse with the rest of them, put them out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, let me see. Okay, so Righteous Neighbor says I came up in food stamps with a night from mom to get her cool moat. I don't know if you think I know I'm saying this right. And if you want to clear that up for me, Righteous Neighbor, and I'll read it. But so you guys ready for this last one for the risk takers?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the last type of money manager we're talking about tonight is this risk taker goes for broke with their money. They have a creativity in earning and spending money. They don't mind the unpredictability in managing money, and they gamble on their own ability to make a lot of money. They typically are the high risk investors.
Okay. I will gamble
I'm
on
gonna leave it there.
myself. I will gamble on myself when it comes to doing certain things that I believe that I know I have a lot of influence on. I feel like I'll gamble on myself for certain things. But as for,
Okay.
I do not like Vegas. I do not like gambling like that. I just started getting into investments and things like that where I like started setting aside, like I had to make up a budget, like this is what I'm going to invest, this is what I'm going to save, this is for everything else that I needed to just get me to to take that first step into investing in crypto and stocks and things like that.
Mm,
So I'm
yeah.
not a super risk taker because I'm still cautious and I'm just sitting there. I'll be looking at that money like, I should take that back. Why did I? But
Yes.
but I'm like, oh, but I gotta trust it. I gotta
Like, hold
I
up,
gotta
bro. Wait a
trust it.
minute.
Like what I go to think about when I do invest like that, I'm like, I could have been spending that money on juice, chips, and I wouldn't have had it. So why not put it to something that can better my future?
And I think
Why
that's
not go ahead and
where,
invest into things that invest in my future and take away from just a little bit of I don't drink, so I was like, I don't drink, I don't do any type of anything. So I was like, well, all this used to going to the bar, I saved money there. Now I'm trying to eat better, so let me cut away from going out to eat all the time or doing this and
mm-hmm,
take that money and put it
Mhm.
into something. Because if I sit here and I think about the amount of money I spend on just food,
mm-hmm.
man,
Ooh, come on.
man,
Come on.
listen, if I
Come on.
if I when I finally get when I can finally be obedient to eating at home and making food, I feel like I'm going to look over and be like, where did this extra $2,000 come from this month? For sure. Where did
Yeah,
this come from? Because
yeah.
I
We all
wouldn't
have our
doubt
thing. That's
Yeah.
that's
every
real. That eating out, like I think that is real. And not only just going to restaurants, but like takeout.
Mm-hmm.
I
just
just recently deleted DoorDash. I deleted PostStamp. I deleted the accounts. Like I called them. I was like, delete my account. I didn't just take the app off my phone. I'm like, delete my account. If you can prevent me from signing up, great. Like I don't ever want to sign up for those again because the money is it's just too easy. It's just like boom, 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 $15, $20,
so easy.
$17.
Listen,
It
you'll
adds
look up in the
Yeah, we're
up.
day, you'll
definitely
look
paying
up in
for
the day,
convenience.
man, you'll look up in the day and you'll be like, dang, I didn't spend $75 on food. And a lot of it I didn't like. I just got it because I was hungry at the time. I passed by. I got it, but I really wasn't really into it, but I ate it anyway. Like my drives
Yep.
Yeah, it's,
home
you're
from the
paying for
gym,
convenience. Definitely
my
paying for
drives home from the
convenience.
gym, I try to stay on the freeway because if I'm on the street, I'm like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, let me, I'm about
Easy
to
to
go.
stop.
I gotta stop. I have to stop. And then trying to go
Yeah,
vegan,
absolutely.
that vegan food is even more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I've been
Man,
vegan for
Well,
3 years
I
and
won't say that
it's hard.
I won't say that it's more expensive because it's just Whole Foods is plant based, so it's fruits and vegetables, and it's not that it's
no, no,
so
no,
much
the good,
more.
the good, the good, almost not vegan food. That's what we talking about. The one that tastes like
Oh, the
chicken and
overprocessed stuff that they
the
sell,
that stuff. I need the stuff that's close to the regular stuff.
close
I
to the
need that.
poison. Got you.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, how do you guys? Well, you guys kind of already said it, and so I won't belabor the point. I was going to ask you how you spend your money, but y'all said it. But most people spend it on their monthly necessities, credit cards, their home or their car situation, because especially here in LA, you need a car. Like a lot of times you need a car unless you live like in like LA proper and you are downtown and you are
Everything you
super
do
public
is
transportation, or
East
bicycle
Coast.
friendly. Absolutely. Your kids, we haven't even talked about like people having to spend on kids, but a lot of times, if you, like my dad says, in terms of feeding kids, if you feed yourself, you can feed your kids. And so
mhm,
that mindset, it's all a mindset. It's all a mindset.
Yeah.
yeah.
So now when we talk about, I just want to talk about considerations that we need to have in terms of identifying our spending habits. So some questions that we want to ask ourselves. How are your spending habits similar or different than those of your parents? And we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but these are the things that I want you guys to kind of internally reflect on, because that can give you a little bit of a peek inside the psychology from your rearing. How did your parents' money management affect you? And we talked about coupons. We talked about your mama buying stuff and saying, keep them tags on them, taking
Taking
it
it
back.
back.
you know, do you overspend? And if so, do you try to hide or justify it?
I'll go first.
Ooh.
So I feel like I have a
Go.
mixture of my grandma and my mom. My mom was very frugal. She saved a lot. She did spend. She had her own stash. She always had like some stash, cash stash. But um, so I grew up with a lot of nothing. But my grandma was always the one that like provided the help for everybody in our family. Everybody that needed something, my grandma was there, and she would give everything till there was nothing to give, and she would still figure out how to make it worked. Living, working for the school district, all type of stuff like that. So when I started living with her and I started understanding that, like after my like 4th or 5th year overseas, I started really like, yo, Granny always finding a way to make this money stretch the little bit that she could. I'm like, I gotta figure that out because that's gonna be key. Because I plan on I'm making overseas money, but I'm spending it like because I didn't have a lot from my mom, so I'm just spending it now. Man, I'm about to go live down here. I'm about to pay this rent. I don't care. I ain't tripping. I got it. Then I started getting with my grandma, and it just started becoming something where, okay, how can I make the most with the least? So it's like, I wouldn't say that I live below my means,
It sounds like
but
somebody's frying chicken.
So
yeah, so
that's Diego.
Diego back there, like, let me go ahead and start cooking before I go order
Diego,
out.
mute
I'm
your
here.
phone.
Diego, can you mute
Mute.
yourself?
So I started. So I don't feel like I live within my means, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
add on extra stuff that I don't have to have. Like I really like if I don't have to have this, I don't have to have that. I'm not too shocked. I was always a dude that went against the grain anyway. So the stuff that's in, I'll be like, oh, I'm cool. I'll get it
Mm-hmm.
when the new come out. Maybe not this 2022 iPhone, but 2024, I'm gonna be the first one to get that one because I had the money saved up. But
Yeah, so
I go ahead
the
and stay
Right.
rabbit
with this one until yeah.
so the rabbit 21 says we grew up check to check. And that says a
Hmm.
lot in terms of us breaking generational curses and traps, right?
Yep.
We don't want, if it's something that is probably not ideal to do, we want to start moving ourselves and positioning ourselves to move away from that. And education and self-awareness is key. Raina
Hmm.
says she does rationalize her overspending. She says, oh, I'll just work some overtime shifts and replenish it. She goes, that's her problem. She knows she can always get more. Spend the check and get it right back.
Hmm.
Mm.
Like who
And
was that
then
said save up to like 3 months worth of rent and things like that?
that was
Who
Righteous
said
Neighbor.
that?
Righteous
Okay,
neighbor.
so
Yep, that was
that's
Righteous
crazy
Neighbor.
because I
And so,
think I heard that. I heard that early on. And after a while, I started being like, that's why I said I wanted to have more. Like, I have a savings checking and then I have a stash. So I have more in, I'll try to have more in my savings and I want to have more in my stash than I have in my savings, but I want to have the same amount checking in and in savings. So I try to keep that balance to where now I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't really have to worry about certain things, but if there is
mm-hmm,
rainy day situations, those are the things that my grandma used to be the help for everybody's people not preparing for rainy days or certain things. And I'm like,
mm-hmm.
I, I feel like I've took on what my grandma used to do when it comes to that. Like family, they come to me and ask me for certain things because I'll have it because I'm already looking to save. Like I'm already looking to. That's why I said I'm like you,
Mm-hmm.
Kim. When it was like money doesn't mean a lot to me. I know I'm not gonna die with it. It doesn't make or break me. So I'm happy. I was happy when I didn't have it, and when I started getting it, and I was trying to spend, and I was scared of it. Then I found myself anxious and not wanting it like that. And I found myself in a vulnerable state. But until I understood it, then when I started to understand it, I got back to my happiness and was able to just be like kid like again. Like, man, you know what? I got you. I help you this. I get this. I bring it in because I'm not a master. I like to earn money too. I'll go work. I don't have no problem with hard working and earning it. So I would go do that.
Yep, and
Feel
that's
it.
important.
Feel it. Yep.
I think that what we have to think about, or one of the questions that I think is good to think about, what feelings do you experience when you're spending money? And what activity can you replace spending money with that will give you that same feeling? Because we talked about retail therapy. And so if you can start really keying in on how spending money makes you feel after you buy something, and then now you can start to position yourself to do other things that are probably more edifying. It could even be something where it can make you money as opposed to you spending it, and kind of mimic that emotion or that reaction in order for you to curtail spending money. And then just how you can manage money more effectively in the future. And that's going to take more than just logging into an IG live. That's going to be getting with a professional, whether it's an accountant or whether it's somebody who is actually just good with money and budgeting and being organized and productive. And I think that that's going to be something that helps you at a macro level as opposed to a micro level. So I do want to not take a break, but I do want to shout out a couple of, not shout out, but this is part of our Quality Queens and Whole Warriors collaborative in terms of our e-mentorship and life skills and empowerment, holistic mental health programs. And so I don't know if you've seen any of your mentors, because these are our mentors, y'all. I don't know if you see any of your mentees in the group
I've been trying to see. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I do know that we have some of our participants. And so I'm going to say, and y'all don't know this, but I am giving away a Starbucks gift card to one of our enrollees who actually comes to the lives and is always participating so far. And today, that individual is Miss Tia Georgina.
Yay!
So, Miss Tia Georgina.
Hey, Tia.
Hey, Tia girl, Tia Georgina. I'm going to get with you after our live so that I can get you your Starbucks gift card. It won't always be Starbucks, but we like to, give you a little something when you guys come up in here and go on this life skills trip with us, especially if you've made yourself known. If you don't make yourself known in the chat, I'm definitely not going to be putting you on blast if you don't want people to know you're in our program. So we see you, Tia. Thank you so much for riding with us on this particular journey of empowerment and mental health and support.
Starbucks still got them grilled cheese sandwiches.
They do.
Hey, they bomb.
They're too bomb.
Bomb.
Brit.
Tia, can you give me a grilled cheese sandwich?
That's the only time I'm vegetarian. I'd be like, let me get one of them grilled cheese right quick.
That is so funny, right? Oh, but vegetarians can't have cheese. This is the vegans that don't mess with cheese. So,
oh my goodness. Last
2 sections, I promise. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. Okay. So, what do you guys think we can do to prevent spending binges?
I'll go on that one.
Go ahead.
Just because recently, I'm a big coffee fiend. I can't function without coffee. I feel like I need to have coffee in an IV and transport it with me. Like, just picture me hooked up to an IV at work.
With coffee in it?
That's me. And I recently made a smart expense. I bought a $300 coffee maker that grinds your own coffee. And you set it to start making your coffee in the morning. You set it up, it manually does it for you. That when you wake up, it's the house smells like coffee, your coffee's ready to go. You're good to go, baby. So that $300 expense has saved me about, the way I drink coffee, about $100 every week on coffee.
Oh, he said a week. I thought he was gonna say a month.
Oh no.
A week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So find less expensive ways to fuel your addictions.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Also,
meal prep.
You know exactly your food. You know exactly what you're putting into your body. Earlier I heard, I think Rockett say that he needs to get back into shape. Your caloric count, everything. You're good to go the whole day. Have different meals. So those are the things that have helped me, come into my own when it comes to money management. For me, food is a big thing. Growing up, my mom always taught me, when it comes to food, you never focus on the price. Never, because it's nourishment. It's going to go into your body. You need it to survive.
Yep.
But I'm a smart aleck. I apply that to every little thing, and I can just hear my mom in the background saying, "Come on, that damn well you don't need that to survive." I find like her saying it's every little thing, and I make it as to why I need it. So
too funny. So some practical ways of and less expensive, because you still got to pay the $300 for the coffee machine, Diego. I mean, I
But
get
that's
it's
what
a
he was talking
one-time
about
thing, but
early.
But it's
Like
gonna
he
save
said
him.
early.
I get that. It
What
saves
is
him in
it?
the long
What would
run.
yeah.
Rabbit
So it's
say?
the investment.
100
It's
times
what I
52
spoke.
It's the
weeks?
investment.
Whew.
Spend $100 this week, and next week I'm still gonna have the money and then some more. You know what I mean?
Touche. I'll go with it. So here we go. So to prevent spending binges, pay with cash.
Mm-mm.
It becomes much
No.
more. What do you mean no?
Because if you have the cash, you're gonna spend.
Yes, but you'll be more cognizant. So this is not, complete stop it. These are methods, because I know when I have cash, I'm like, I'm not about, this is all I have. Not all I
Right.
have, but it's a actual concrete representation. It's not some number on the internet.
Yeah, it's
So it
tangible. It's
is a
like,
way to curtail overspending. You have cash, that's how much you have, and that's how much you got to work with. So you might want to think a little bit better
You
about it.
know what I started doing is having gas cash.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take out my gas budget money I'll take out cash for my gas budget, right? And it's always better to pay with cash at
that's
the
it.
gas station anyway, because it's cheaper than a debit card, unless you get points for
Mm-hmm.
credit card, whatever.
Nah, people be stealing your information.
If
I'm not putting no
if I
card in.
gotta drive, say to your house, Brittany, and look, if my gas money is looking like $20, then I'll be like, boo, you know what? I'm gonna come next week. Because this is my gas budget, and unless somebody can give me a ride, like
Or
I
some
don't
gas
have the
money.
gas. Yeah, or some gas money, like I don't have it. And with gas, this gas is $5.19 right now.
Listen.
It's
Gas is
$5.19 per gallon. Okay,
Listen.
and I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that gas cash is gonna come in handy for me.
Mm-hmm. And so there are different ways. I'm not saying pay exclusively with cash. I hope y'all are not taking
Yeah.
everything I say in totality.
Oh no,
Not
I'm
y'all.
good.
I know y'all are good. I'm talking about people in the chat.
But yeah,
I know
I agree
y'all
with
know
you.
y'all with me.
I agree with you with paying in cash, but I pay in cash for some things and other things I don't. Like,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
know some stuff I get paid in cash for like training and things. So when I have that cash that's on me, and then my other jobs, when I get paid, it goes straight to my account. I use my credit for that and let that and don't touch that. Any cash money that I have come in, then I either save or I use for miscellaneous things like when I'm going to the store or need things like that. So I do try to do some of both. But
Yeah, it's definitely a finite solution or partial solution to that kind of habit. How about making and sticking to shopping lists?
No.
No.
I'll
No.
tell you why.
I don't listen. I
For
don't
me,
even buy groceries. My girlfriend, she buys all the groceries, and
yep.
I have no
Okay,
idea
you don't
what's
have
in
to
there
worry
to
about
eat.
that.
So you don't have to worry about that.
But I still have to pay for it.
It's like,
I don't know what I don't listen. It's crazy. So she buys groceries, but I don't eat at home. I
Brett,
don't know what's in the refrigerator. I'm really like,
So
I
you
don't know what's
messing
in
up.
there.
Yes, that's you.
She's the super vegan, super all the way outrageous, and I'm like, I know when I look in here, I'm gonna have to make something I have no idea how to season to make it taste like Popeyes.
Oh my gosh. All right. So Raina says, nah, not when I shop while I'm hungry. And that's another thing. Don't go to the grocery store hungry.
Oh yeah, you
That
can't
way
do
you don't
that.
spend unwanted things. Let me see. All right. What about destroying your credit card? Save for one one emergency card. Keep one emergency credit card. Destroy the rest.
That could hurt your credit,
yeah.
but
Destroying
Not
the
be
rest.
careful with doing that. Yes.
not destroy.
If you
I
destroy
think
your
cutting up.
oldest
bad.
card,
You can
it's gonna
you
hurt
don't
your
have to
credit.
close it. You don't have to
Not
close the
close
account
it.
if you
She just
have
means
it.
like you
Oh,
don't
you
have
said
the
just
card.
cut it up so you don't use it.
Destroy the
Mhm.
credit card.
But
Now
remember,
Keep
that
one
sounds like
for
something
emergency.
good.
I got you. I got you.
What's
or
up, Diego?
after not using that credit card for like 6 months or a year, it takes a hit on your credit. It hurts your credit. You
Oh,
have
when
to
you don't
Here's
use it.
I thought she meant closing the account, but she's saying just destroy the
the
credit card, keep the account.
Yes.
But you still have to pay on it.
Yeah, I'm just talking about physically removing these barriers, because right now, like at the practical level, at the existence level, not the mental level, right? But you remove physical barriers and then your mind will follow. So you have to retrain the mind. And the retraining the mind is much harder than training the body. So if you remove the things that the body can do, the mind starts adjusting to that. So that's all I'm doing, y'all. These are just suggestions. I'm not telling y'all what to do.
Oh
No,
no,
no.
we know,
We just we trying to figure
Yeah.
out because I'm like, I like that idea, but I'm like, so
yeah.
with the credit card, you have to use it. You still have to use it and pay on it and everything like that, even if you're not
In an emergency,
just period, right?
I said keep a one emergency card. And
Mm-hmm.
in that vein, if you do use credit cards, pay the total balance monthly.
Yep. If you don't have it, don't put it on the card.
If
That
you are
yeah.
playing the credit game where you want to keep your credit circulating and doing well,
Mm-hmm.
is that your cook? Is that your cook timer? Okay.
That's the
Avoid. Now
coffee.
this is
That's the
gonna seem,
coffee
this is gonna
machine.
sound real bad. It sure is a $300 coffee machine. This is gonna sound bad. This is gonna sound bad, you guys. Don't get scared. Don't get scared in the chat. It's just a suggestion. Avoid IG, Amazon, and TV shopping.
Yeah.
Ooh, that triggered everybody.
Listen,
Nah, Amazon got to stay on board.
listen.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
first got hip to
So
Amazon, I didn't like. I don't know why. I don't know why my girlfriend put me on Amazon. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy to spend your money. You like click yes. Oh, add that. And I just bought something. I don't care. I'm gonna have something come every day of the week. Oh, you come on Sunday too? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. If I order you right now, you'll be here today. Later, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to order this. It'll be here later on today. I had
Yep.
to listen.
Veronica says
I
Amazon
got
got
off
me
of
with
that.
the Prime.
I
Yeah.
got off of that.
Amazon got me with the Prime too.
Man, they did me. Now I haven't ordered anything in 2 months. Well, I lied
That's
because
good.
I
Yeah, that's
ordered
very
something
good. But
today.
he goes out and he buys food after his girlfriend goes and buys the
Listen,
groceries.
I ordered something today for the first time on Amazon, but I haven't used it for 2 months. So I'm happy.
That's a waste.
No, I needed that almond oil because I didn't have no more oil to. I needed it, and it was only on Amazon, so I was like, man.
No, but real talk though, people oversell on Amazon, so always make sure look elsewhere because you will probably for sure get it somewhere cheaper. It's really just for convenience and you not having to leave the house to get it.
Yeah.
But definitely check and make sure whatever we get is cheaper in the store.
And
And
when I
this is going
started
to be
noticing,
something that's.
go
Say
ahead.
it again.
I said, and when I
No,
started
go ahead.
noticing everybody price matches against Amazon, oh, I'm inside Target like, oh, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, this on here. I don't know who's selling it, but theirs is $5 less. I need that price right there. They like, oh, all right, go ahead.
Sounds
I'm
like a
for
bunch of
sure.
scammers, Rockett.
I'm using the rules that they
Oh,
implemented.
Wait, but it sounds like Tia Georgina is doing the same thing. She says she's in the store while on Amazon to check which is cheaper.
Listen, man, I'm using their
there's a lot of people
process.
that do price match.
I'm in there like,
Best Buy, yeah.
I get
Use
stuff
it.
like,
It's
oh,
their
price match.
company policy. Use it.
Oh, this is part of the game. This is part of the rules. Oh, I haven't been playing the right way. Squid game. I ain't been playing the right way. I have not been playing the right
Well, it
way,
sounds
and
like
I'm
a
not.
lot of us haven't been playing the money game the right way. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a great platform to jump off of for us to start being more conscious of, right?
Yeah.
But we definitely have to find inexpensive ways or alternative activities when the urge to spend or to buy happens. Say no to retail therapy. Go work out if you need to console yourself with going on a shopping spree. Do something edifying.
I
Somebody was
don't
gonna say
even
something.
shop in real life anymore. I
Wait, Brenda said I don't even shop in real life
don't even
anymore.
shop in real
Look,
life
yes
no
you
more.
do.
I have
I
no
could have
idea
sworn we
how
were
it looks
just
to
at
go in
the
the
little
store.
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen her shop. Stop lying, sis. Come on.
She's lying.
She's
I know.
We over here trying to be
Raina,
transparent
Miss
and honest.
Luxury.
She's lying, talking about she don't shop in retail. Yes. The
What
stuff
I
that you buy, they don't sell online.
what I would suggest to people that the mentees that are watching, like if you have a gift or something that you do, there's a lot of stuff that's becoming in demand that you might not think is, oh yeah, nobody would want me to do that. Yes, There's thousands of people that do eyelashes. If you can do eyelashes in your community and around your friends. They're going to go spend that $100. I don't know how much it costs for eyelashes, so I ain't going to sit here and say how much it costs. But like, they're going to go get them eyelashes done. They're going to go do these things. Provide that service. And if you do hair, you can, like, oh, I do my own hair. I don't really like doing other people's hair. But you thinking about, how's the way I can go make some money? Like, to get some individual braids, don't those be like $300-$400, $500?
Like 150 or
braids
150
or something. Listen, the amount of time that you go to work and then you go spend that money on anything else or on the same thing, you can go have somebody spend that money to give you that same money.
Rocky, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you need to learn how to do lashes, you need to learn how to do goddess braids, and open up a whole little shop.
You see, look at it. Once I learn how to do these twisties right here on my own, it's gonna be on.
It's over.
Nah, shout out to my tour girl. She be hooking me up. Yeah, she be hooking me up. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I told my girl,
she keeps your scalp grease and everything. That's cool.
I'm like, hey, twist my hair for me. My girl like, nope, I don't want to twist hair. You got it. Go pay that money. I'm like, why? You can do it. Nope, I don't feel like it. All right, I just spend the money on it. Dang. Trying to save money.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways and so many methods for us to alleviate the money management problem. Does anybody, even in the chat, you guys can let us know, because do you guys have any final thoughts on money management? I'll start with you, Diego.
So before I answer that, I want to ask everybody in the chat that shopping is for people. It's not just about the brick and mortar store. It's also about, you guys mentioned it. It's about the Amazon Prime. It's about the H&M online. It's about the Macy's online. Reina, it's about the Louis Vuitton online. And something that you also said, Brit, how about we, cut our credit cards to keep spending money? But now they're making it hard. You have the Apple Wallet, you have the Android Wallet, and it's like all you have to do, press that button on the side and it scans your face and you're good to go, So that's a question that I'm posing for all you people in the chat. How do you combat that? How do you combat the online shopping and the fact that spending money is so much easier? Because I think that we're all at fault for that. We all need a little bit more help for that.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Kim.
So there has to be an account attached to that, all the online shoppings, right?
It's true.
So get an account, multiple bank accounts are something that I've been trying to do, right? So I have a spending account. It ain't nothing but $200 in there, right? I spend it, I use it wherever. Somebody want to steal the card, great. You're not going to get very far, right?
Okay.
But all of my Amazon accounts, Google Pay, things like that are attached to that card, not a credit card. It's attached to an actual real money card for myself. So I'll look at it and I'll say, well, I'm not going to take the time to enter in another card information. We don't normally do that. It's already attached. I have $50 left in this little online spending account. If something is $49.99 and it's going to put me at $54 with tax, then I can't get it right now. I'm gonna wait. Like, literally, you gotta make yourself do it. Like, make yourself do it. Attach a card with very little spending limit, not a credit card, to those accounts. And then when you check your account online, yeah, I got $75 left for my online spending. All right, I can get this. Mm-hmm. And then the next time you get paid, it's an automatic transfer. Now you got another $200 to spend online. But it just needs to be that amount of money, and you hold yourself to it, and then pat yourself on the back when you do it.
Because that's an accomplishment.
I think I'm gonna hire Kim as my financial advisor.
You need to hire Kim for a whole lot of stuff. Let me tell you, she's good.
You get the mentorship and the financial advisor all in one.
You sure do. You sure do. Now I will say
that has really helped. Like, it helped me tremendously, and you just remove that never-ending money that's attached to a credit card. $20,000. What is $20,000 credit line for? Like, y'all tripping. Like, no, bank, no, you're not gonna do this to me today. Yeah. So you gotta put your little debit card on there with a certain amount of money, and say, this is what I'm going to spend online.
My
Ty
enemy
says,
when I
good
hear
idea, Kim.
20,000.
Stupid.
20,000. What I
Tia
gonna do with
says,
that?
control is control, whether in person or online. Lorenzo also seconds Ty's comment with great idea, Kim. There are so many tools that we can utilize. There are thousands upon thousands of books that you can read in terms of money management, wealth management, growth. I definitely think that if you are in debt, you should start working with somebody to eliminate that debt if you don't have a plan yourself. If your credit is shot, we have so many resources for credit repair. You can definitely, we have the Ken Smith, he's on Instagram. The Ken Smith, he's a tax professional and he helps to repair credit. Stock market and investment apps. My friend Ralph was on here earlier, the Tweet Talks podcast, where he and Charles Ogilvy, they are money minds in terms of
Professor Ogilvy?
investments. Definitely go ahead and follow them, and I'll put all these people in the description.
That was Tweet Talks with the
Tweet Talks, yeah,
Tweet
Tweet
Yeah, I
Talks
need that.
podcast. That's Ralph, and his podcast and money mind partner is Charles Ogilvy. I mean, talk about entrepreneurship.
Professor Ogilvy?
That's
Professor
I'm sorry,
Ogilvy.
Professor Ogilvy.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Professor
I'm
Ogilvy.
gonna start calling him that.
The show about the
Definitely. But also develop a simple savings plan. Even if it's, I'm going to say $20 a week. I don't care if you bust out the old school piggy bank and every week you go and put a $20 bill in there. Something to get that money muscle working in terms of your mindset and your body. You have to connect it. I love yoga for a lot of reasons, but one is because that mind-body connection is so powerful when you utilize it the correct way, that if you start something like that, you will be able to save much more than what you would have if you had not employed that particular method.
Start small.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then real estate considerations. I know this is not the real estate week, but if you are already in a space that's well advanced than the conversation we've had today, then real estate is going to be a huge asset for you, especially in California, if you can afford it right now in California, to buy property, buy land, and then that property that is in your name becomes your bank. And so, but I'm not going to get all the way into the weeds because this is not the real estate version, but definitely if you guys enjoyed tonight, you found it edifying, you found it engaging, you found it relatable, definitely tag us and send us to your friends. We do have a e-mentorship, life skills and empowerment program that we launched last week. Enrollment is ongoing. It is absolutely 100% free 99 since we're talking about money. It's free. You will be paired up with one of our amazing mentors. These are 3 of them. And we will start working on your individual journey in terms of what you need in terms of support, what you need in terms of mental health support, economic support. If you need, school, you need tutoring, you need anything that you may need. We will do our best to make sure that we get that at least going for you. Whether we're pointing you in the right direction or whether we are actually, boots to the ground, figuring it out for you, we will be an asset for you. We are the bridge that continues. And so we'll be back next Monday. And next Monday, we're going to be talking about time management. And we'll have 3 more of our amazing mentors to have a conversation with you. You're coming back. You coming back.
Come back.
I got to work on that.
But until then, definitely follow us and follow our amazing mentors. I'll tag them all in the chat. But thank you for joining us at My Legacy House, where everything starts at
home. Thanks, y'all.
I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.